Hello and welcome, this is AgentXP, and welcome back to another episode of Agent Adventures. So today we are going to do a number of things. First of all, I want to go and get myself a horse, because in the last episode I found a saddle, and when I was exploring a bit off camera I discovered a plains biome. It's off to the side of my desert, and there were a number of horses there, but at the time I did not have a saddle. So as you can see there in my hotbar, I have a saddle and some horse armor, and we're going to go and find ourselves a horse. Now you may have also noticed up in the top right there, I still have the bad omen effect, and that is something else that we're going to have to address in this episode. I'd also kind of like to expand my little home area, my base area, as I think it's about time I did that. I haven't done any building for a few episodes. And we can see here horses. So I'm gonna, hello chicken, we're gonna go and try out a couple of horses, and I want one that can run quite fast and also one that's good at jumping, because it's good to have a horse that can jump high, as it makes it a lot easier when you're riding it to get over obstacles if it can jump well. So to tame a horse we need an empty hand, and we need to try riding the horse, and eventually it will let us stay on its back. This one's being quite stubborn, and you can tell how fast a horse is going to be by the galloping sound it makes when you mount it. So if it has a fast sounding gallop, it's generally going to be a faster horse. And best friends forever. Let's put the saddle on and give it a try. This one isn't a particularly fast horse, which is a shame, but we're going to try out a couple of horses. So I'm going to take the saddle back off this one, and let's dismount and go and find ourselves a couple more. And we can try them and tame them and see how fast they are. Let's ride around for a moment. No, he won't let us yet. So I'm going to try... Oh dear, you're waving your feet at me. That's not good. Let's try again. Oh, there we go. And this one has a good number of hearts too. So this could be a good horse. Oh, this is a faster one. This is good. This horse is definitely faster than the previous one. Let's see how high he can jump. He's not very good at jumping, that's one slight issue. Because if we're riding him around and he gets stuck on a block, then it can be very helpful to be able to jump, as it can help to clear obstructions. I think I'm going to have to find another horse again. I may come back for that one if I don't find a better one. I'll try and remember. He's the grey one with white patches. And we'll try this one. Maybe not. Let's try you. He's got a good amount of hearts. So he's not quite got the max you can get, but if you look at the number of hearts on the health bar, he has a 2 extra at the top, which is fairly good. I think you can get 4 at the top. I think I may have seen one with 4 hearts, and he's accepted us. That's cool. We can ride him now. And this one's not quite as fast as the previous one. He's still quite fast though. Let's see. Oh, he can jump quite well. He can go quite high. That's good. So that should be enough to be able to clear any blocks. So if we get stuck on a tree or something, we should be able to clear it. So I think I'm going to stick with this horse now. I might come back for the other one because I did quite like him as well, but I kind of want one that's good at clearing any blockages. So and now we need to ride him back home, and I will eventually build him a stable, but for now he's going to live in the sheep pen, as horses and sheep don't tend to mind each other. Now this is the worst part of riding a horse in Minecraft. It's trees. I absolutely hate getting stuck on trees, which is partly why I thought having a horse in the desert would be cool, because there aren't any trees in the desert. And you see what I mean here? Actually, we can't quite clear that block, so we'll go around. But it's very valuable to be able to jump when you're on a horse, because if you get stuck on a tree, which does happen quite frequently, you can sometimes jump over the block. So we're heading in the direction of home now, and You can see here one of the issues with the 1.14 update. Now I'm currently on 1.14 and the chunk rendering is slightly broken. I've noticed this ever since I've started playing the 1.14 updates. So hopefully with 1.14.1 that will be fixed. So, oh, he didn't even need to jump over the ditch there. That's good. So we're going to jump into the sheep pen. We don't need to go through the gate. So he can live amongst the sheep for now. And I'm going to take off the saddle and the horse armor just in case something happens. But it shouldn't. It really shouldn't. He should be safe in here. But I don't want to lose the saddle just in case he somehow got over the fence. So I'll need to think of a good name for him, and I'll give that some thought and do it in a future episode. If you have any good ideas, do leave them in the comments and I will consider some names. So the next order of business is going to be to try and get rid of this bad omen effect, and you probably know what that means. So we're going to take on our first ever proper pillager raid. So we're entering the village here and we can see the villagers start looking very worried and running around. We're actually going to go and ring the town bell because I want to make sure all of them go inside safely, because we really don't want to lose any of our villagers to this raid, because I'm not sure how well it's going to go. I only have iron armor and I'm really not used to raids. So let's see. PvP is not my strongest point, as you've probably already seen. Which way are the pillagers coming from? Oh, we can see them. The golems are already defending the village. That's good. And we're going to go and take on these guys. I'm not quite so bad at taking on the arrow guys, the crossbow guys rather. It's the ones with the axes tend to be pretty mean. I'm also not particularly looking forward to meeting one of those pillager beasts, or ravengers I believe they're called, so we're going to find out how that goes. That could be rather interesting. Are they coming from the same direction? I think they are. I'm not hearing the horn sound. I know that was meant to be a thing. There's meant to be a horn to tell you which way the raid's coming. And ooh, the iron golem's doing a better job than I am at this rate. I really don't want to hit any of these iron golems, so I'm trying to be very careful there not to hit any iron golems. Whew. Oh, the raid bar's going back up. That means another wave is incoming. So I'm not entirely sure what level of bad omen effect I have. I know there are different levels, but I'm not entirely sure how you tell that. So I either need to look that up, or maybe if somebody knows, do let me know. So I'm going to look around here. I don't know which direction. I think they're meant to come from different directions, but they all seem to be approaching the village from the same angle. Oh, there's a pillager beast. I'm not looking forward to this. Oh, he's spinning. That's good. We're going to take out the witch first, because I don't want to get poisoned. So we're going to take her on first. And now we're going to deal with the pillager beast. Oh, no, he's chasing me. He's chasing me. Ow! Oh, he packs a massive punch. We're going to go in the river here. I need to get away from this guy. I need to heal up, because he takes a massive punch of health there. Oh, he can swim too. I'm going to try and use my crossbow because I picked one up from a pillager. I'm not entirely sure how you fire it though. Oh no, he's getting a bit too close. Ow! Wow, the recoil, that's crazy. I can't get near him. Oh no, no, I haven't got time to heal. I need to get further away from him. Wow. Heal up. This bread doesn't have very good saturation. I don't know how to fire the crossbow. This is not the time to learn. Ow! Retreat, retreat! I need to get up on higher ground somehow. You know what? I think I'm just going to pillar up to get away from this dude, because I have to heal. Like, I'm not healing up quickly enough. This bread just isn't doing it for my health regen. So I'm going to put some distance and I'm going to quick pillar up, pillar up. Whew, whew, that was just in time. And what I'm now going to do is try and figure out how to fire this crossbow, because this should do a bit of damage. That's good. Do you have to sort of crank it before you fire it? I can't get the hang of this. This is probably not the time to learn, right? But better now than never, I guess. And he's taking damage. I'm just worried I'm going to run out of arrows because I don't know how many arrows I have. But this feels a bit cheaty, but I've taken so much damage from this guy that the bread just isn't cutting it for health regen either. So I'm going to try and see if I can take down this guy from up here. He's taken loads of shots. Oh, there we go. Whew, that's a relief. Well, that did kind of feel a bit cheaty, but that was the first Ravager I've ever fought, and I only have iron armor, so... Oh wait, I haven't healed up. This bread just is rubbish. I need to get potatoes. They're so much better. And I must have taken that guy out with a spade there. Wow. The golem must have already damaged him a lot for me to do that. Right, there are a lot of witches, so we're going to take the witches out first. Nope, go away. Go away, witch. Okay, phew. Right, and we need to heal up. Ow! No, no. Oh, no. 2 hearts. Quick, run. I need distance. I need to heal up. Right, note to self. Next time, do not fight a raid with bread as food. I desperately need some potatoes. They are so much better for health regen. And I haven't healed up enough. What am I doing? No, 1.5 hearts. Quick, run. I need to regen. This is not good. 2 raiders remaining. That's not actually that much. And we have yet another raid starting, and there's another Ravager. Oh no. I can't figure out how to fire this crossbow. I think I need to not use the crossbow, and there's a dead iron golem there. That's bad. Nope. Oh, no. I just can't fire this thing. Why am I even trying during a raid? I should practice. Right. I'm going to retreat to higher ground and see... Oh no, they are following me. At least they're going away from the village, so they won't be killing villagers if they're following me, I guess. I am desperately trying to heal up here. This bread just is not doing a good job right now at all. Oh, no. No. Oh, that's one. Ow! He shot me like he knows how to fire his crossbow. I don't. I don't know what I'm playing at here. But there are too many of them, and there's a pillager beast as well. So I'm trying to take some of the pillagers out, and then I can take on the beast. But this is just not going well. Oh, no, he shot me. Phew, I shot him once. Oh, there we go. Now I need to shoot the Ravager. I need to get rid of that thing. If I can take him out from a distance, then all the better. He seems to be slightly stuck on top of the mountain. And, oh no, he's moving now. I am slightly worried here that I'm going to run out of arrows. This is not a good situation to be in. No, come back here. You're not attacking the village. Oh, and we have just the beast. Ow! 1.5 hearts. Quick, I need to run away. My hunger's not even that bad. I'm just not regenning with this bread. Man, right. Go down. Don't take any fall damage. Quick, heal up. Heal up. Quick. I think I'm going to end up doing what I did before and pillaring up. I know it's a bit cheaty, but I just don't have the armor to withstand this dude. I just hope I have the arrows to take him out. And this one's got a guy on his back, so this one's a bit more powerful than the last one. Oh no, I am out of arrows. This is exactly what I feared. At least I can use the pillar to heal up a bit. We'll have to do a jump attack. We'll have to use our axe, but I can't see this going well. Ow! Come on. Ow! No! He's already taken off. No! 1/2 heart. That's it. Oh man, that was so quick. Like, I hardly got any shots off on him at all. That guy is stupidly OP. Right, we're going to have to craft some emergency armor here, but it's not going to be enchanted, so it's not going to be as good. We're going to have some protection, otherwise we won't get our stuff. We'll just die before we get to it. So I'm just going to make an axe and a shield here real quick. In future, I should probably keep some spare armor here in this chest. Oh! What? Hero of the village? What, did the golems get that guy then? Oh. Well, that's a bit of an anticlimax. I wasn't even there. Wow, okay. I've got the Hero of the Village achievement, but that kind of feels like a bit of an anticlimax for my first ever raid, but oh well, I guess. I'll take it. So they must have defeated that guy then. At least I probably damaged him enough so that the iron golems were able to take him out. Still, it would have been nice to actually be in the village when it happened, but oh well. So I'm going to swap back to my previous armour, which is looking quite badly damaged, it seems. Oh well, at least we have all our stuff back. It's an awful shame about the XP though. I think I had like 25 XP and I've lost most of it. Oh well, maybe we can get some back by trading with these guys, because now I have the Hero of the Village effect, and I think things are discounted. So that is cool. Look how many iron golems there are. Oh, no? Does he not have a profession? Okay. Okay, fair enough. Let's go through here and see. I think there are slightly less villagers about. I hope we didn't lose too many. Oh, this one's a farmer. Oh, that's cool. Well, we've got plenty of wheat that we can trade with him, so it might well be worth trading with that guy once we can harvest some more wheat. This is another farmer. Oh, he wants beetroot. That's different. I think we do have some beetroot seeds. We'll have to plant some beetroot in our farm. Oh, here's another villager. This one's a librarian. Ooh. Oh, and he wants paper, and we have sugarcane. Now that would be really cool. That would be a good way of making ourselves some emeralds. Oh, hello. So I've gone ahead and I've got myself some of my resources. I had a small amount of beetroot, and we have some wheat and some carrots. So we're going to do some trading here. He's happy. So let's trade some carrots, and we're making ourselves some emeralds here. And I think we might have upgraded that villager as well from a novice because we've traded with him. That's cool. He's holding up an emerald there as we have the paper in our hands. He wants our paper, which is good, so we can get ourselves some emeralds, which is pretty cool. And he also offers protection books. That's pretty cool. So protection 4, that's quite good. So I don't know if I want that yet though, but I'm going to go ahead and get some more resources in the future and do some more trading with these guys. That's really cool. So that's, oh, pumpkin pie just randomly lying on the floor there. That was cool. Oh, we've unlocked some more trades with this one, I think. He's got 4 levels of trade, so now we can give him some pumpkins. That's cool. And he wants us to buy apples. I don't really want to buy apples, although we might need to buy them if we want to unlock his next level of trades. Let's see. I'm not quite sure what the 2 slots mean. Like, what's the difference? Like, which slot you put the wheat in? I'm a bit confused there. But we're doing some good trading here. I've got myself a good number of emeralds now, and we have a good number of items that we seem to pick up from the floor in the village as well. So that was cool. I got myself a cookie there. So I am in desperate need of some extra storage. So I've made myself some of the new 1.14 barrels, and I'm going to stack them up next to my house as it's kind of a decorative feature, and it'll also serve as some extra storage. So if I press shift, maybe I can place a barrel on top of that one. Oh, is that facing the right way? Yeah, I think that'll do. I'm going to use this as a storage space for all my seeds. As you can see, I have quite a lot there. Now, speaking of storage, I am in desperate need of somewhere to store all my items, as my house there is quite small and the chests inside are getting extremely full. So what I'm doing here is I plan to expand my base. I'm going to build another house in a very similar style to the first house, only I'm going to make it a bit larger, and I'm going to have this as a sort of barn or storage area, and I kind of want to future-proof this. I'm going to have loads of chests in here, and I'm going to make this a storage area. Now, as you can see, I have started making a frame, and as with the other house, I am using these sort of tiled sandstone blocks around the edge. So I'm making myself a frame. Can I jump down here? Oh! I think I broke a few bones there, but never mind. So we can pillar up, and surprise, surprise, I need some more blocks. So I've put in most of the frame there, and I went off to craft some more blocks, and now I'm back and I can finish up the frame here. Come on, we can place that. I think I need a pillar up here, so I'm going to grab some dirt. I know what you're thinking, there's scaffolding in 1.14, but I haven't found a jungle yet, so I also quite like using dirt, I'm not going to lie. I kind of feel a bit more secure, and you can shift when you're on top of it, so I'm not entirely sure how I feel about scaffolding. I'm going to have to find it and try it out, and that will be a goal. We need to go and find ourselves a jungle at some point for sure, because I would like some bamboo, even if it's not to make scaffolding, because bamboo is pretty cool. So what I'm doing here is I'm putting in the border on the roof of the house. So I'm making the corners a bit higher. We're going to see how that looks. So some detailing there, and now we can fill in the walls. And one thing I really like about this style of house is that you can give it a flat roof, as desert houses tend to have flat roofs, and everyone knows that in Minecraft the roof is the most tedious thing to put in, so having a flat roof is a distinct advantage. So build your house in the desert. It's a good way of avoiding building an arched roof. So that's not the only reason I decided to build here, by the way. In fact, it's not really a reason. I would have happily built roofs on my houses. It's just that I really fancied a change here, and I really like the desert. I've never built in the desert before, and I like the fact that it's really sunny and bright. So that was my main motivation for building in the desert, and I also kind of fancied a challenge, because it's a bit harder to survive here, although we are right next to a small section of flower forest, so we do have access to some trees. Oh, don't use a shovel. There we go. So I'm filling in the walls with smooth sandstone, and once that's complete I will then cut out sections for the windows. And we can see the house here is starting to grow. I went off and got myself some more stone there, that's why the time jumped. And of course it's now getting dark, so we probably ought to go and sleep. So I'm gonna grab my bed. Let's just put in the doorway real quick. Oh, get up there. And place in a doorway. We're using the tiled blocks as a border around the doorway, because I think that will look quite cool. So I'm going to experiment here a bit with using a granite block, as some of the village houses have some detailing with a different colour block. I'm not entirely sure if I like that. I'm going to reserve judgment on that. I also need to put a floor in here. I'll use granite for that, I expect. So what I've done here is I have added a sort of a veranda on the side. So I've decided to go with a different style to the one that I used on the back of my other house, and I've utilised some of the new sandstone walls, and I have to say I really love these. They make such good pillars, and I've used these in conjunction with the logs in order to make a side on the house. And I've used a chiseled sandstone block in the front, so we have the little creeper face as a bit of detailing. And I'm not entirely sure I like the granite there, so I'm going to experiment a little with that. So what I'm now doing is I am putting another veranda on the back of the house, because one thing I like to try and do is to try and break up the shape, because we have a very rectangular shaped house and it's just a box. So what I kind of want to do here is break up the shape and add a bit more detailing to it. And I'm not sure if I like the sandstone bit in the middle. I think I might change that up for a log. I think that would look better. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. You may notice on the opposite side of the house I have some logs sticking out, so it kind of looks as if the logs are going right through the building and supporting it and sticking out on the other side. So I'm not going to do the interior of the building in this episode, but I will probably tackle that next time, and who knows, maybe we'll even have logs on the ceiling. I'm not sure. I may have space to add 2 floors on this. I don't know if it's quite high enough for that. Yeah, that looks a lot better with the 3rd log there. So we're going to go to our stone cutter and make ourselves some more blocks. I really love the sound this thing makes. It's so satisfying. So I need some stair blocks in order to detail the windows, and I really love using stair blocks on windows as they give a lot more depth. So that looks much better, and we're going to go all around the house and change these blocks up for stair blocks. And I think what I also might do is put some of the tile blocks around the edge of the window. That might look quite cool, so we're going to try that here in a moment. So I'm going to continue placing stairs on all the windows, and we will also try placing some of the tiles and see how that looks. And I have a feeling that might look quite cool, so let's put them in. The wall is big enough. How does that look? Yes, I really like that. So I think I'm going to do that on all the other windows as well. We're also going to add in a front door, as every house needs a door on it. And that's looking quite nice. I moved the 2 granite blocks as I think they look better where they are now. And we're going to use some of the new slabs and fences in order to make a small porch on the front. And I really like that. That adds some detail to the front of the building. That's really cool. And I'm going to add some of these buttons as detailing as well, as that will match our other house. And let's put a finishing touch, which is some windows. So that's very important. And I'm not using glass, as I don't think glass windows really fit with the desert. So I tend to really like using fences or trapdoors as windows. I actually prefer these to glass, if I'm honest. And they're actually cheaper, although we could easily make glass as we're in the desert and we have loads of sand. But I kind of prefer the wooden windows. So we're also going to pop down here and find out what I did underneath the floor. So what I've done here is I've dug down and I've added in a small basement area, and this is in order to maximize our storage. So I'm going to have loads of chests down here as well, so we can get extra storage down here. So I'm also putting in a ladder up to the roof. And what roof? We kind of need to add in a roof here. So I'm going to use some slabs and we're going to put a ceiling on. So it doesn't really rain in the desert, but we don't really want an open roof. So let's go ahead and get this done. I was debating whether or not I could have 2 floors in here, but I'm not sure I quite have the space. But we can come up on the roof here and take a look around. What an awesome view. I really love this place. It's so cool. So I'm going to do one more thing before we end the episode, and I kind of want to build myself an area in which I can place one of the new campfires. So I'm going to build a sort of cooking area here using the new slabs and the new wall blocks, and we're going to leave a gap in the middle so that the smoke can rise, and we're going to place ourselves one of the new 1.14 campfires. Oh, that looks so cool. I've been waiting and waiting to use one of these. I'm really excited about these. And if we go and grab ourselves some wheat, we can make ourselves a hay bale. I think we have just enough here. Yes, that's cool. And if we place the hay bale underneath the campfire, the smoke will rise higher. And this thing will actually be really useful. If we lose our base, we can see the smoke from a long way off. So it will help us find our way home. That's if we don't have a compass. Something I noticed, the wandering trader that we met in the previous episode seems to have disappeared, but his llamas are still around, so I'm not entirely sure what's happened to him. So I'm liking how this looks. It's really coming along, but I definitely have plans to expand this place further, but I'm going to do that in future episodes. So I hope you've enjoyed. If you have, please do consider liking and subscribing. And if you do subscribe, please hit the notification bell so that you're notified when I upload future episodes. This is Agent XP. Thank you for watching. TTFN.